Here we go. Sorry to everybody I said I was going to go live a lot earlier. My bad. I suck. Totally. I apologize. This is something I think we really need to get into. I got a lot of other decent, funny, and, well, funny, but other stuff, but I don't want to get
Did I
into it
sell
until
my
I get
soul? I
somebody
sold
on
my soul
here.
for you. Now figure that out. Talking about I sell my soul. I sold my soul for you. For all you that's asking me did I sell my soul, y'all on here if y'all think I sold my soul. Y'all coming right with me, you dummies. Welcome to Flat Out Elected. My name is Rand.
Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Give a thumbs up or at least leave an acknowledgement that you're here. It helps.
Did I sell my soul? I sold my soul for you. Now figure that out. Talking about I sell my soul. I sold my soul for you. For all you that's asking me did I sell my soul, y'all on here if y'all think I sold my soul. Y'all coming right with me, you dummies. Welcome to Flat Out Elected. My name is Rand Campbell. It is hot. Ay, 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 ay. It is hot. I started this video off asking that you guys would pray for protection. I hope by the time you've gotten to this part of the video that in fact you did do that. Because this video is going to not only examine, but is going to put what is actually going on in the music industry in the light. You're going to see and hear the truth about this music industry. Now, for me, it is not even a question as to whether I should be listening to today's music, yesterday's music, or music from even the 1970s, 60s, and 50s. I listen to none of it. Absolutely none of it. For me, these demonic spirits have been attached to music from the get-go. Now, if you know anything about scripture and if you know anything about Lucifer, then you know he was in charge of music. As a matter of fact, his celestial body was a musical instrument. If any entity in the history of history knows music, it's most certainly Satan. This video is going to expose his fingerprint on the music that your children and yourselves applaud, listen to, and allow to affect you. And make no mistake about it, it certainly affects you. Music is not what you think it is. It's certainly the music of the secular world is certainly not what you think it is. Ay, 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 ay. You know, people just don't listen to the lyrics. It's all about the beat, it's all about the sound, it's all about the rhythm, it's all about the drums, the guitar, the instruments. Which make
Thanks
no
for being
mistake
here,
about this,
guys.
Satan has orchestrated the very sounds that penetrate you. And they penetrate you in your mind, heart, and soul. Make no mistake about that. You are being seduced by music. And that's why every single person that is in love with music, you can see it in their face, you can see it in their body language. When a song comes on, it takes them over.
We've all
A
felt that,
spell
that's
gets
for
put
sure.
over them. You can see where even, certain music genres have a dress code. Ay, ay, ay. Can you imagine? And what I mean by that is that you can see those that are all into hip hop and rap dress according to hip hop and rap. You can also see in the disco era how people dressed in the disco era. You can see the Madonna outfits from Madonna. All the girls back in the 80s used to dress like Madonna. The little frilly socks, the flat shoes. I mean, you know, the different outfits that she would wear, they would wear the way she wore her hair. And the same thing with music today. You see all of the people, rock and roll, death metal. You can see them in goth. I mean, you could go on and on and on. People dress according to their music. Now, that doesn't tell you something that I don't know what does. I don't know what music I dress in the fashion of. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I'm a t-shirt kind of guy, so I don't think that I dress according to my particular brand of music, because my brand of music is true worship music. When you worship God, that for me. And so I guess what I would be wearing is the armor of God, which isn't visible to those that don't have. But you can see the music is really, it captivates people. It just, in so many ways, you see people walking down the streets with their headphones on and their earbuds in, and they're bobbing their heads, and people just, music has become so powerful in these days.
In the wrong way.
People are so caught up in music, and they're so.
It is. Every teenager, it's all about music.
So desperate to be a part of the music industry.
Before I was young to now.
It's a spell. It is absolutely 100% a satanic
since before I was around.
spell that comes over people. And you know, if you listen to the words, you'll know what the songs are about. A lot of these musicians play off like they're Christian or they believe in God, but they never talk about the Lord. They never talk about Jesus Christ.
They don't talk about the Father.
They just say God.
They say, yeah, the Father
well,
of
that's
this,
the small
or
g
the
God of
this
this world.
world.
That would be Satan. These are
Yes.
Satanists that the world is listening to.
What's
You know,
up,
I said to my
kitty?
daughter once, you know, if you looked out your window
Meow.
and seen some guy walk up to your kids and start whispering in their ears, how quickly would you go out to the front of the house to find out what he was saying? She was like, oh, I'd be out there real quick. I couldn't get out there quick enough. I said, but yet I've never seen you take the earphones or the earbuds out of your kids' ears to hear what these so-called celebrities, these musicians, are whispering in their ears. Why is that? And she was like, oh, I don't know. I said, you even know what these idols are whispering in your kids' ears? Because they're influencing your children. Music is very, very influential. It's powerful. And Satan knows this. And that's why music is one of the most powerful tools of indoctrination and influence in the conditioning of humanity. People don't really listen to the lyrics. They're listening to the beat. But if they took the time to discern the lyrics, if they took the time to understand what the words were,
Momo
what they're
and
saying,
Howie.
what they're actually saying, and if you actually watch the videos, instead of
Give
brushing
us a
it
thumbs
off,
up,
it's just
it helps.
good artistry or creativity, and
Please.
actually looked at and examined the videos you're watching, you would see very clearly that they align at 100% to Satanism. There's no argument. You can't even, I don't care who you are, who you think you are, what you think you know. I don't care who you think you are. You might think you are the sharpest knife in a drawer, but I'm going to tell you something. You would be a hammer in a toolbox if you can't see the truth in music today. If you watch these videos, if you listen to those that are seeing the truth behind the darkness, if you are listening to the videos that are shining a light on the darkness and exposing the satanic is in all these music videos, if you actually took the time to get out of your own way, drop your ego, drop the cognitive dissonance, don't get mad because, you know, you're going to be questioned in your belief. Don't get mad because you're going to be challenged. If you actually dropped all the nonsense and took a good hard listen, there is no way you can get around the fact that Satanism is 100% all over music. Satan's
all over everywhere.
Is absolutely all over music today. You cannot get away from this. If you deny this, then that's going to be on you. That ain't going to be on me. But let's take a listen to this recording, and then I'll do a quick close out of the end. You guys pray over this. Pray over yourselves. Pray over your families. Do what you want to do, but I'm going to tell you something. The smartest thing you can do right now is remove all secular music from your lives. Listen to this recording. I'll be right back.
It's funny because I kind of already have done this without even knowing or thinking of this. It just,
I sit on a council of 13 people that take orders only from the Rothschild Tribunal in London, which they claim they take their orders directly from Lucifer.
I was the manager of Zodiac Productions, which Zodiac Productions, name's been changed since then. I'm not even sure what they call it now, but it's the largest music conglomerate in the world. It owns RCA Records, Columbia Records, Motown Records, owns almost all the concert booking agencies in the United States. And that's not even the name of the company that owns it. The name of the company that owns it is Brenner Enterprises, and Brenner Enterprises is owned by Chase Manhattan. Chase Manhattan's owned by Standard Oil, and Standard Oil is owned by the Lords of London.
That's
You can track it
not.
all back. You kind of get the idea after a while. But I was the managing president of Zodiac Productions. It was one of my jobs as being one of these 13 people. Thus, I got to know many of the people who produce music and sing the music and play the music that you play. Now, one of the closest friends that I got during that time that I obtained was a man named David Crosby. Crosby, Still, Nash and Young. And I saw David the day before Christmas last year. Talked with him. I got him away from this witch that he had with him. He told her to go shopping. We were in West Hollywood, and I was witnessing around to people I knew. We went off in his store, and we started talking. I said, David, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. I said, I already know the answers, but I've been gone for 5 years. I like to know if certain things are still the way they were when I left. I said, now I'll have to explain some of this when I'm done, because you're not going to understand it all unless you know something about music. I said, do they still take the master to the temple room? Dave said, yeah. I said, do they still have the coven conjure demons into the master? He said, of course. I said, now, I got to know something. What's the main reason for rock music? He said, come on, Lance, you know what the reason is. I said, please, David, I don't want to guess. Tell me what the main reason is. He says, the same as when you were in, so that we can play spells on people that we couldn't cast spells upon. And I'll explain what that means in a minute. I said, okay, one last thing. I've been hearing that you must be an initiated witch now to get a record contract. He said, that's right. He says, many of us that weren't total witches have to be witches now in order to produce music. Thank you. The master is a tape about as big as the top of this podium that looks like an overgrown 8-track. That the album is cut on,
Oh, thanks for
and it's
thumbs
placed in
up.
a machine that produces and presses the records and the 8-tracks and cassettes that you buy.
Thank you.
After it's been recorded,
No,
it's
okay,
taken-
sorry. All right, I'm gonna have to stop this for a freaking second. All right, so this is a main thing that is so disturbing that nobody wants to come to recognize, realize, or anything is our language has been turned around. It has been turned backwards. It is upside down. It is insane. What we don't realize is what we say and what we speak actually are spells. Like even hello. I mean, think about it. They made it so everybody would say hell oh. Trust me, look into that a little bit. That'll disturb you. No, but everything like our language, everything we're casting spells as we talk, and we don't realize it. And that is so much to the music, which is funny because as soon as I started waking up and seeing everything that I was seeing, I still have the things I can't help myself. I love some music, this, that, and the other thing, but I would listen to music every day. Now I might listen to music every once in a while. Like if there's other people here that want to listen to music, okay. Then I'll play some of the songs that, my favorites. And what's funny is I won't play them for so long, and then I play them and I'm like, my eyes and my heart, my everything is open so much. I hear and I understand what the hell they're saying, and it is disturbing as fuck. And it's like those are like my favorite songs. And all of a sudden, you start understanding it. American English is Luciferian language only taught to unknowing American children. No, it's all. I mean, there's all a rhyme and a reason behind all of it. It's all to brainwash us, and we cast spells against each other and ourselves, and we don't even understand it. And then we have those things that grab us on certain songs, and it's the demons that we have inside of us that grab us. I mean, and we all know there are some things, lyrics, this, that, or whatever to a song that will make us, that we feel that we levitate or go towards it, whatever you want to say, gravitate towards it. Which gravity is fake. It's buoyancy and density, motherfucker. Oh, but no, that is insane. Our language is the only one that. Sorry, here. Our language is the only one that says anything played in reverse. Our language is the only one that says anything played in reverse. No, that it is kind of crazy because I have heard things that have gone in reverse, and you're like, whoa. Actually, that was actually the beginning of this video. So I'm gonna go really, really back to the beginning, and then I'll come back on this. But seriously, if you wanna watch this really quick, you might understand what I'm saying in the reverse mode stuff. All right, here we go. Can you hear it? Hold on, I'm gonna skip
Did I
out.
sell my soul? I sold my you. Now figure that out. Talking about I sell my soul for you. For all you that's asking me did I sell my soul, it's y'all on here if y'all think I sold my soul. Y'all coming right with me, you dummies.
Welcome to Flat Out Elected. My name is.
Now watch this.
Something totally different than when you say them. Elton John has said he's never written a song or sung a song that wasn't in which language. And I want to show you something. See how many kids in here, be honest, and adults. How many remember and have heard at least several times a song called Hotel California? Somebody tell me what it meant. Quickly, somebody tell me what it meant.
Meant fucking pedophiles.
But from the words, what did it mean? Well, that's more of a guess. See, most people can't tell you.
It's a fucking child sex slaves.
The songs in which language they get some of the meaning, but most of the time they can't tell you. Stop and think how many songs are out there that you really like, and you don't have any idea what the person was talking about. Beyond the Yellow Brick Road. How about The Destroyer by Kiss? Can anybody tell me what it's about? Kiss said in it, kids, show your parents. They're talking about Helter Skelter. Beatles sung Helter Skelter in which language? Nobody knew what it meant. Manson did because he belonged to the process. Helter Skelter is a several thousand-year-old word. Most of the music is either about Helter Skelter or a place called the Night Winds, which is what Hotel California is about, and different doctrines of witchcraft. You listen to them, your parents let you listen to them, and they have no idea. Kiss openly bragged how they were gaining control of people through their music because the people played their music. They told how they didn't form their own group. Their church, because they were ordained ministers of the Satanist church, placed them together. And that's how most of the music is done. David Crosby, when him and Crosby, Still Nash and Young produced the record Two-Way Street, they ordered the Principality of Medici to order the rebellion to go into the record, and everybody that heard it would be rebellious against law and order and government. And it was one of the reasons for the great upheaval in the 60s was that one album, and they take open credit for it.
I have personally talked with Johnny Todd on the basis of Jack Chick's recommendation. Having known Johnny Todd now for more than 4 years, and my having known him for some 6 months, I believe that Johnny Todd is a genuinely converted man, saved by the grace of God out of the depths of Satanism.
The idea of the devil, evil incarnate, has irresistible symbolic force, and the character of Lucifer inhabits our greatest literature from Paradise Lost
Look at his eyes.
to Faust. But what about the devil not as a symbol, but as an actual willful being, a fallen angel in Christian belief that can not only affect human events, but enter human bodies.
That you can name in the same breath as them. Don't tell me being likable.
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me, and he says the things that I don't want to say. He was born, just a few months ago. I think he was born out of rage. He was conceived in rage. So he bashes everyone. He threatens to beat people, and he's violent.
It must be nice to have like an ignorant loudmouth who you can just sort of blame
He wants to be blamed. I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't.
No, these people are, no, they are, but they've learned to summon them, and it's come through, people teaching them that. But what I really feel, they're summoning demons. It's 100%. It is demons, and yeah, it is through the airwaves. That's why they want to put 5G up every 1,000 fucking feet and fucking fry our brains.
He's here for a reason. People have brought him up.
Okay, sorry,
People
I
conjured
can't
him
help
up.
it. All right, so I know I'm stupid to even say this. Like, keep a lot of shit to myself. Which, if anybody that follows me, you might think that's like, yeah, right. But I keep a lot of shit to myself because I don't want it out there. But, like, I don't even care, dude. I'm fighting. It is what it is. But seriously, yeah, last night was one of the first nights that I've actually had a good dream in over a month or so. And I have dreams, and I have really intense dreams. Like, really intense dreams, one way or the other. And it's been almost 2 months since I had a good dream, and last night I had a good dream. That was weird. Enjoyable, but weird.
Now he won't leave.
Also, I want to find out about this situation with you have many, many different alter egos, right?
Oh, yes.
Roman is one, and then you
Roman
have...
is one, Barbie's one. She's like the little innocent girl. I have Martha, who's Roman's mother. She's like a crazy lady from London. And actually, she's gonna date. She's gonna
And
make
people
her
are
debut
laughing.
in that video that I
That's
just
the
shot
worst.
with Drake. It's
Okay,
her song.
sorry. People are laughing like they try to make this normal. Like they've made it normal. Like people making pedophilia jokes. They the guy from Disney that is the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. They fired his ass, and he's already got like 300,000 people that have like actually signed a petition to rehire him, even though he's like pretty much shown that he's a pedophile. Yeah, our world is we are in Sodom and Gomorrah, my brothers and sisters.
A moment for life. So we just shot that video, and Martha, like you'll actually see Martha in the video. It's gonna be kind of weird.
Great. I can't wait to see
Yeah,
it.
great. Yeah, real great.
It was way better than I expected, and Sasha was in full effect. Sasha is my alter ego. And when people see me, sometimes I think that when they meet me and they speak with me, they're expecting Sasha. And I'm really kind of shy, and not really shy, but more reserved, and nothing like Sasha. But I guess I wouldn't be very entertaining on stage. So Sasha comes out, and she's fearless. She can do things that I cannot do when I'm in rehearsal. I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen. I can sing notes and sing strong and do all these things that when I'm just by myself, I can't do. And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me. And I knew that was going to be my coming out night for the BET Awards.
People being demon-possessed happen all throughout history, especially biblically speaking. All the way from the beginning, all the way until the end, there are people that were demon-possessed. The Bible talks about, even in the book of Revelation, talking about unclean spirits and devils. So if there's unclean spirits and devils in the end times, They were there when the disciples went around in the book of Acts. They were there when Jesus Christ was walking on earth. And we even see people that were demon-possessed and devils back in the Old Testament. Then obviously you would have to be have your head in the sand or be naive to think that people are walking around in 2017 and they are not demon-possessed.
To go to London.
It's pretty rough. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, weird. Hello.
These people have lost their minds.
Hello. Ew. Strawberry. Yeah, it was weird. Ew. I'm embarrassed. Can we?
In Isaiah 66, he says,
I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them.
God's actually saying, those things that you fear, I'm going to bring them on you. You're going to become delusional. He says,
because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not.
the reason that we have such a delusional world that's just vexed by these unclean spirits is because we rejected the ways of God. And there's a substitute in their mind.
All right, hold on. It's 3 a.m. in Texas. Okay, well, it's about to turn 1 here, so you're mid. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shit, you are about... That is the witching hour. You are right. I always try to go to bed before 3. I usually don't make it. So I appreciate you being here. But yes, that is supposed to be the witching and evil hour more than any other hour.
Comes from a lot of the programming in the world, the advertising in the world, the TV shows and the movies. But God's word can protect us from every attack of the devil. Through God's word and seeking after the Lord and obeying his commandments, he can protect us from the influence of the devil.
Okay, I'm back to do a quick closeout commentary on what you just witnessed, what you just saw. As you can notice in the back...
All right, he does a really good job, but guess what? I got some other stuff for you guys. Sorry. All right, let me pull up some other stuff. But hey, if you guys got something to freaking yap about, Mike, flap it out. It is just so insane because it's like to me, it's in front of our eyes, 100%. And you know, for other people, they're just like, I don't see what you're talking about. And I'm pretty sure anybody that freaking watches anything that I put out, you got half of a freaking understanding.
If you start getting frightened of it.
Alright, this is a good one, whether you understand this or not, but listen to this. Listen to this. Everything that you have.
Whenever you meet a ghost, don't run away.
You're UK? Where you at in the UK? Alright, hold on.
And materialize itself.
Alright, where are you at in the UK? I know, we're being data mined, and they're gonna come and try to kill us all. Oh well. I'm in California, Citrus Heights, Sacramento, Orangeville area. Where are you at in the UK? But this is a really good one that everybody should listen to. Wholeheartedly. Seriously, listen to this. If you've ever listened to anything in your life, please listen to the first 10 or 20 seconds of this. Maybe 30.
If you start getting frightened of it, then you make it worse. Because you project onto it all kinds of bogies and threats which don't exist in it at all. Whenever you meet a ghost, don't run away. Because the ghost will capture the substance of your fear and materialize itself out of your own substance. It will kill you eventually. Walk straight into it, and it will disappear. We gotta survive. You must.
Is gang stalking legal? There is a fairy tale that gang stalkers like to tell each other, which was invented by the same corrupt officials currently leading the torture of thousands of American citizens across the country. Twisted Tale suggests that it is somehow legal to stalk, eavesdrop on, harass, and torture people simply because the CIA, NSA, or some other high-ranking intelligence, police, or military agency says it's okay. An obviously unilateral opinion that overreaches both the function and vested authority of these services. It is not up to police, military, intelligence agencies, or citizens to try, convict, and punish anyone. That is why we have courts and juries, which allow people.
Gang stalking must be legal because it is our government that is doing it. Yeah, it's not legal, but yeah, we have. I mean, they talk there's 17 agencies. There's more agencies than we can even freaking count. They say there's 40,000 laws on the books. There's more than that. We can't even count. Nobody even knows the true number of laws that are on the books. The average person literally breaks, or supposedly, the average person in a day from them leaving their house, going to work, and coming back in an average day commits 2 to 3 felonies. If they want to take you down, they will take you down. That's where we're at. One thing that I did hear is there was somebody sued the court or whatever in Hawaii because they would not let him have an open carry because he felt like he needed one to protect himself. So he sued the court because they wouldn't let him have one. And then it went to the 9th District Court, which is the most liberal court that there is, but which is supposed to be the court of the land. And they said there is no way that you can go against somebody's Second Amendment rights. And pretty much open carry has just been legalized pretty much throughout the whole country. As far as from what I've seen, I haven't looked too much into it. I suggest you look into it yourself. But that is a damn good thing. Lots of things are happening. You know, all that stuff that everybody is worried about Trump doing on bum stocks, this, that, none of that ever went through. He never did any of that. Things are changing. I suggest you look into the new laws.
To actually hear the charges against them, acquire legal counsel, and answer those charges. In fact, our legal system has been deliberately, and very carefully, designed to prevent just such unjustified assaults that comprise the complex crime known as organized stalking, aka gang stalking. Circumventing the American judicial system is a form of vigilantism, and is a direct violation of the 6th and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution. Let's consider my own case. There is a very good reason that those involved in harassing me have been specifically told not to discuss the purpose behind their attacks, because the accusations against me are 100% false, and I would demolish their case instantaneously. I can guarantee this result, because it is a fact that I have committed no crime at all, as is true of most victims of organized stalking. You don't have to take my word for this. All you need do is allow reason to direct your thinking. Consider these facts. My wife and I have been continuously spied on by these people, in every conceivable way, since May of 2012. This has included bugging both of our phones with sophisticated spyware, hacking into our computers, breaking into our...
No, you're 100% right. It always has been like, and if you look at the laws that they've actually put down, it's almost impossible to actually, conceal and carry, because, I mean, you got to literally put it into your trunk, this or that. What if you're going to the bar, you're going into a grocery store, you're going into a restaurant, this, that, or what, certain bank, whatever the heck. So, no, they have made it just so it is completely insane, and it goes against everything that, as soon as it goes against your God-given right to protect yourself and your Second Amendment, it goes against, it's not legal, even though they try to make it into law. So, things are starting to get understood, and, that's what I like. Because here's the thing is, what I've been noticing a lot is once I started opening my eyes, especially in the last year, but you know, a little bit years before, is, you know, you started realizing people say things for this and this and to pass this, and then it's a whole different thing. And things get passed without anybody even noticing. But all of a sudden, I'm noticing things getting passed that I didn't notice that are good things, that are actually redacting laws. That are, because that's the whole thing. The best person that you can have in government is somebody that actually says no to new laws. That you want somebody that says no to 99.9% of laws. And you want somebody that is redacting laws that have already been made. You know, that is a good lawmaker. That yeah, well, I don't think that our Constitution and all that, the first real what was meant, I don't think that's meant to be broken. But all these other ones, yeah, because it's bullshit.
Our home and searching its contents on numerous occasions, listening in on our phone conversations, intercepting text messages and emails, monitoring us using hidden cameras and microphones, tagging our car.
This doesn't. I didn't watch this one all the way through.
To enter another person's property for no legitimate or official purpose other than to annoy, intimidate, harass or injure them in any way is a crime. Felony eavesdropping and electronic wiretapping is a crime. Okay. In fact, these are federal crimes, which become even more serious when the information obtained is used to harass, intimidate.
God, I have so much stuff in here. I forget what's what and what's where. But I did have a whole bunch of good stuff.
So the paragraph when he wrote, this caught my eye. I'm an AutoCAD tech of civil, stormwater, and waste.
Right, this is, hold on. Happening or has already happened in my household. See, for me, I don't know that I've actually been gang stalked in the way of like people messing with me, but I know that I have been in other ways, and I'm not just talking about with my channel, this or that. I know I've been hit with whatever.
If you're putting your house on the market, this is a story you have to see. It could save you thousands of dollars. Here's our Nydia Hahn with.
I can't say that I've, but no, in ways that I cannot explain. I have been hit, and it is not fun, and it does not feel good. Because, the ways that I've been hit, are different, which I don't like to talk about, to give them any emissions in any effing way. But yeah, no, it's not a fun thing in any freaking way.
So the paragraph when he wrote, this caught my eye.
Oh yeah, no, we probably already are. I mean, think about the metals that we breathe in every time we've getting a shot, all that. I mean, they talk about that they can give us a chip that's like smaller than a grain of rice. Well, if they're emitting that, and they've been emitting that for over 5 years, that means they've known and been able to do it for either 25 to 40 years. So yeah, you imagine that. So you imagine where they're at now. All the metals that they're dropping in, nanoparticulates. They've already, I mean, come on, movies and all the shit that they show. Yeah, nano chips or nanite chips. Wow. But no, 100%. It's already everything that needs to be done. All they got to do is beam something into our body and go boom, boom, create yourself. And then all the self-replicating fucking little robots inside of your body. I did a video last night. It was, or maybe it was the night before, and it was this chick that showed to use stem cells, and this broad wasn't one of those crazy, nut bitches that wants babies and all that to take their stem cells. The reason that they've been wanting to do Planned Parenthood and take all these stem cells and learn all this shit is because they wanted to make a one-go-all drug to actually that they could sell to everybody. Well, this chick figured out, well, guess what? A lot of your stem cells, which stem cells are the beginning and the most basic and the most raw cell, and it will turn in and do anything that it needs to be. It flows through your body, normally and heals like when you get cut, this, that, the other thing. But what this chick noticed is that it really holds up in your fat cells, which is good because, you're a little bit fat, you have that extra energy. That's why they hold up there. So she's figured out how to take the stem cells out of your own fat and inject them into where you have a problem area, like people that can't walk, this, that, the other thing, and just about everything, and using your own stem cells. See, I always thought stem cell research was the most pathetic dirtball thing in the world, and it was 99% of it. Yes, 100%. But this chick is taking your own stem cells and using that. You're not taking from somebody else. You're not taking from babies. You're not taking from dead fetuses, this, that, the other freaking thing. And it changes everything. And literally, the FDA sent her a letter saying from the U.S. government that you will blah, blah, blah. You have 2 weeks to cease and desist, this, that, and other thing. And this chick's probably going to get killed. It's on my video. Please go there, sign the petition, do whatever the heck. Like this broad is literally trying. Our body is the greatest machine in the world, and it can fucking heal us. And that's the last thing that the FDA wants, because guess what? They have no way to actually monetize it and fucking make money off of it. Well, they do a little bit, but not like they do with what they do. We all know what they do now. They cure the one thing that's going on as they make other things worse. All right. So whatever they are. Well, they kind of are though, but yes. All right. What the hell was I trying to get at? All right.
Yeah, I'm an AutoCAD tech of civil, stormwater, and wastewater.
Do you, how deep you guys want to go? Want to go deep? Do you want to go deep? No, the thing to go is to go against them going against her. You'll have to check it out on my other video, but yeah, it's stem cell. And she doesn't need any more research. She's already healed hella people. There's no more research that needs to be done. It's already been done. And the thing is with her research, it wasn't little babies, and it wasn't like dead fetuses that they got from, mothers that didn't want their kids and all that. It was none of that. Everything was done from the stem cells that they took out of people's fat. And don't they take fat out of people all the time? That kind of makes you start wondering, damn, I didn't even go down that rabbit hole. I'm sure that'll be coming up sooner than later, right? But it's in our own fat. And that's why you got to understand, they've been doing all this stem cell research because they wanted to figure out how to make the one cure-all do that. Because if they're going to have to lose everything else that they're doing, because this can cure 98% of everything, or make 98% of everything better, they want to be on top of it. And guess what? It's something that's so simple and so easy. It's that they don't know how to fucking figure it out. But not my kids. Right? I'll lick my cuts, but not my kids. Doctor. That's why the doctors are being murdered. No, and that's the crazy thing that nobody ever wants to admit is the ones that come up with all these holistic and all this other stuff that that literally heals and figures everything out without doing all these cancer drugs, this, that, or the other thing. Yeah, they're the ones that end up dead. I mean, and what's so crazy is they end up dead like people that talk shit about Hillary. You know what I mean? They end up dead like the people that talk shit about Hillary. You literally somehow, you can tell that your hands were tied behind your back at some point, this, that, and somehow you shot yourself in the back of the head twice. You know what I mean? And just weird, weird ass deaths, and just, not even, there's an investigation. No, it was suicide. Yeah, heart attack, plane crashes, bus crashes, car crashes, explosions. It's It's amazing. If you look down the ways to kill some people, I know there's what is it? 100. What is it? 1,001 ways to die. Well, if you looked at the 101 ways to be murdered, she's literally crossed every single one of them off of the docket at least, and some of them more than once. Because trust me, we don't know everybody that she's killed. You think they only killed the ones that were right there, and that we actually had an option and an eye to hear and see that they were going to come say something, and then they died? Oh, I guarantee more than what is on that kill list. There's probably 2 or 3 times more than that they just were worried about and was like, get rid of them if you ever have a chance. I mean, it's sickening. That's where the hell we're at. Well, that works better for some.
Okay, I want to talk triggers with you.
Our thought equals God's grace. God's grace, yes. I'll be back in a minute.
This is in Greece. Check it out. This is crazy. Our beautiful Greece is being destroyed by the worst enemy of nature. I mean, look at these fires. Look at these. Feeding the dog or whatever. Immediate evacuations ordered in Marsh Creek Springs area. Evacuations going on, full-fledged, whole 9 yards. Costa County, Clayton area, Costa County. Let's just check out the video here for the love of Pete Santilli. All right. Let's back out of this, please. Let's go. Let's keep going. What do we got here? 5 seconds. Let's see what's going on. Back out, and let's get some of these going on. We got about a half. Let's keep going. Let's go back. Wow. Trees look fine all around compared to the devastation of that land property right there. All right, let's back out of that, please. Let's keep going. We got 11-second video here. Let's go. All right, let's go back like that. Okay, it's back out of that. Let's go to some other ones, and then we'll check out some pictures. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. It says update. Contra Costa fire. Robert Marshall says 3 structures destroyed, including a home. This one we're going to check out right now. Let's back that out. Up close and personal with that plane. Looks like they're on Mars. Alright.
So Mars doesn't exist.
Let's back out of that. Let's check it out. Let's go to some more here. I'm on a roll. Alright, so we got that. What do we got here? We got update for firefighters. At least 2 structures involved in marsh fire in Clayton. Alright, I guess. Let's review that again.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Okay. So, you know, the funniest part about, no, okay, funny is probably a bad way to explain it. The crazy thing about this is you realize these spots that they like burn down, run people out of, they pretty much make it almost impossible for people to move back there. And they end up taking over for whatever reason that they have, whether they found minerals, this, that, or they're just trying to get people out of there because they don't want people living out in the forest anymore, or they want people punched into literally little cities. They want to pack us into little tiny freaking hotel-sized freaking houses. And that's where it's going, and nobody even sees it, but it's coming. You think the little tiny house craze is just yeah? No, there's something seedy behind it, and nobody sees it. But you know, whatever. No, what is disturbing is it's like because these people like they act like they don't believe in Jesus Christ. But they believe in God and they believe in Satan, you know, the father and the God of this world, Satan. They believe in him, but they don't believe in our God. But they do because there wouldn't be Satan if there wasn't Jesus Christ and there wasn't the true Father. So what is crazy is I think these people know they're so fucked and they're at the end point and they have to fight as hard as they can because they think they're going to be able to go underground and hide again or some shit. But it's not going to work out that way again for them. Trust me, these motherfuckers think they're gonna be able to hide.
Alright, that noise is annoying me.
It's annoying all of us,
Can't tell what's
brother.
going on. There's so much smoke. We got a helicopter right there. Back out of that. And let's go to Isle. See if these are the marsh fires. I'm getting confused. There's so many fires. Marsh fire, Idlewild fire. Let's let me see Clayton here. Let's see what's this all about here. Try and give you, you know, as much of a snapshot as I can.
The hill is usually a tan house. It's been turned pink. That pink house on top of the hill is usually a tan house. It's been turned pink now by flame retardant being dropped from above by 2 helicopters and a 747. Those hills have turned pink as well. And the house at the bottom of that hill is gone. It's the one house that caught fire and has been destroyed by this 125 or so acre fire out on Marsh Creek Road in Clayton.
All right. I want to check out Idlewild. I'm wondering if these are the same fires or what's going on. I'm trying to give you updated live info and video. So let's go to Idlewild. I'm probably going to have a tough time spelling that.
Oh, they're burning us all out. There's a rhyme and a reason. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a developing story. We have a 3,000-acre fire in Idlewild, and I remember Idlewild. I had a deal back when I was in high school there. Went to some sort of, I don't know, it was a kind of like a drama theater type thing, improv type thing, and it was in Idlewild. Whole bunch of people from different high schools would go, and it was a big, to do. Anyway, there is a fire. There's fires breaking out everywhere, but this broke about 12 minutes ago. Evacuations ordered as brush fire rips through home in Idlewild. All right, so it says it was published 6 hours ago, but updated 7 minutes ago. We got a video. We'll watch that at the end. And here's what you need to know. Investigators were looking into the possibility that the cause was arson. Yeah, New World Order. The fire east of Hemet grew to 1,200 acres by the afternoon. Highway 74 between Cranston Fire Station and Lake Hemet and Highway 243 between Pine Cove and Mountain Center were closed. A brush fire that might have been intentionally set erupted Wednesday in the San Bernardino National Forest, burning at least 3,000 acres, destroying some houses and leading to road closures and evacuations of hundreds of homes in the area. By the way, I was going to move to this exact area. How crazy is that? My friend has a house there, and he's a trucker, and he goes, yeah,
that's for sure.
To look over the house, you could stay there pretty much rent-free. Just throw me $300 and you got the house to yourself. And I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And now it looks like they're getting burned out of their, the people that live up there, they're getting burned out, just like we saw last year. Let's continue on. It says, but there's arson. So not only do we have this heat, we have people that are setting fires. And Agenda 21, arson, I don't know. These are things that are running through my mind. But we have evacuations of hundreds of homes in the area. The Cranston fire was reported around noon off State Route 74. Sorry about that. Around noon off State Route 74 in the forest area between Hemet and Mountain Center, according to the U.S. Forest Service. San Diego firefighter killed in battle against Thomas Fire. The fire was burning with a rapid rate of speed, according to the USFS. No injuries reported in connection with the blaze, which was 0% contained as of Wednesday evening. That's tonight. So there's no containment. Zero containment. It says the cause of the fire has not been confirmed, but California Highway Patrol Officer Darren Meyer said a motorist who witnessed it said, hold on, Darren, said a motorist who witnessed witnesses said was spotted near the origin of the fire was detained. So we might have got the arsonist and he might have been detained. A light-colored sedan matching the description provided by witnesses was spotted at around 12:30 p.m. near Newport Road and State Street in Hemet, Myers said. How small controlled fires can prevent monster infernos. An enforcement stop was conducted by the CHP, Riverside County Sheriff's Department, and Hemet Police Department. That'll happen. All right, so an enforcement stop was conducted, and the driver was arrested. No further information about the suspect was disclosed. Largest California wildfires. Mandatory evacuations have been ordered for residents of Idlewild, Mountain Center, along Magah and McCall Park Roads, and the communities of Pine Cove and Fern Valley. Leave the area immediately. a USFS Twitter post advised, "Leave the area immediately." How to help with Southern California wildfire relief efforts. At least 110 homes in southwest Idaho have been evacuated, and officials said at least 600 more structures were threatened by the blaze. And remember, it's a fast-moving blaze. Television news footage, what the hell? Television news footage showed at least a few homes going up in flames. See where the wildfires are burning in California. Authorities have established an evacuation center for residents and campers at Banning High School, 100 West. That's the weirdest thing ever. What is it? 100 Westward Avenue. Small animals can also be evacuated to Banning High School, while animals of all sizes can be taken to the San Jacinto Valley Animal Campus at 581 South Grand Avenue. So small animals can go to Banning High School, and larger animals are going to have to go to this other place at 581 South Grand Avenue. It's an animal campus. So I'm not sure if they're involved in teaching animals or some sort of school for animals. Road closures include State Route 74 between the Cranston Fire Station and Lake Hemet, as well as State Route 243 between the communities of Pine Cove and Mountain Center, where authorities say flames jumped the highway near the Idlewild grinding facility. Grinding facility? Oh, sounds dirty. The fire has also taken out power to more than 7,700 Southern California Edison customers in the Idlewild area, according to an SCE online outage map. Full restoration was expected around 2 a.m. Thursday. A look at the Santa Ana winds fanning California fires. Authorities also have issued a smoke advisory for the region. Advising that winds could bring smoke into various parts of Riverside County. Stop that. So they could bring smoke into various parts of Riverside County, including the Coachella Valley, Banning Pass, Hemet, San Jacinto Valley, Paris Valley, and Anza. The advisory will be in effect through Thursday morning. A fire information call center for the public has also been established at 909-383-5688. All right. And let's check out the video. Mount Diablo is on fire. Marsh fire update near Marsh Creek Road and Bragdon Way, east of Mount Diablo, the Mountain of the Devil. Contra Costa County is now 225 acres. Wow. Chopper 5 was live over the fire in Contra Costa County shortly before 4 p.m. Video showed at least 2 different structures being overtaken by the flames as nearby trees also caught fire. Let's check this out. Check it out. Check it out, please. So this is just this is a picture. Got it. So let's save that. And let's go to Marsh Fire. Let's go to videos. Okay, let's see what else we got.
Mount Diablo is on fire. Marsh fire update near Marsh Creek Road and Bragdon Way, east of Mount Diablo, the mountain of the devil. Contra Costa County is now 225 acres. Wow. Chopper 5 was live over the fire in Contra Costa County shortly before 4 p.m. Video showed at least 2 different structures being overtaken by the flames as nearby trees also caught fire. Let's check this out. Check it out. Check it out, please. So this is just this is a picture. Got it. So let's save that. And let's go to Marsh Fire. Let's go to videos. Okay, let's see what else we got. This is in Greece. Check it out. This is crazy. Our beautiful Greece is being destroyed by the worst enemy of nature. I mean, look at these fires. Look at these. Feeding the dog or whatever. Here's the Idlewild fire. Breaking: immediate evacuations have been ordered in Clayton area of Marsh Creek Springs near Leon Drive. Hashtag Marsh Fire. All right. Let's back out of this, please. Let's go. Let's keep going. What do we got here? 5 seconds. Let's see what's going on. Back out, and let's get some of these going on. We got about a half. Let's keep going. Let's go back. Wow. Trees look fine all around compared to the devastation of that land property right there. All right, let's back out of that, please. Let's keep going. We got 11-second video here. Let's go. Here, let's go back like that. Okay, it's back out of that. Let's go to some other ones, and then we'll check out some pictures. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. It says update. Contra Costa Fire. Robert Marshall says 3 structures destroyed, including a home. This one we're going to check out right now. Let's back that out. Close and personal with that plane. Looks like they're on Mars. Alright. Let's back out of that. Let's check it out. Let's go to some more here. I'm on a roll. Alright, so we got that. What do we got here? We got update for firefighters. At least 2 structures involved in marsh fire in Clayton. I guess. Let's review that again. Alright, that noise is annoying me. Can't tell what's going on. There's so much smoke. We got a helicopter right there. Back out of that. And let's go to Isle. See if these are the marsh fires. I'm getting confused. There's so many fires. Marsh fire, Idlewild fire. Let's let me see. Clayton here. Let's see what's this all about here. Try and give you, as much of a snapshot as I can.
The hill is usually a tan house. It's been turned pink.
Back.
That pink house on top of the hill is usually a tan house. It's been turned pink now by flame retardant being dropped from above by 2 helicopters and a 747. Those hills have turned pink as well, and the house at the bottom of that hill is gone. It's the one house that caught fire and has been destroyed by this 125 or so acre fire out on Marsh Creek Road in Clayton.
All right. I want to check out Idlewild. I'm wondering if these are the same fires or what's going on. I'm trying to give you updated live info and video. So let's go to Idlewild. Mount Diablo is on fire. Marsh fire update near Marsh Creek Road and Bragdon Way, east of Mount Diablo.
Yeah.
The mountain of the devil. Contra Costa County is now 225 acres. Wow. Chopper 5 was live over the fire in Contra Costa County shortly before 4 p.m. Video showed at least 2 different structures being overtaken by the flames as nearby trees also caught fire. Let's check this out. Check it out.
That's some other good stuff.
Check it out, please.
All right, we're done checking out with you, Red. You did a good job, but we're done.
If you stop.
It's in Cern, Switzerland. Now, you may not be aware of what's going on over there, but there's a thing over there that's called a Large Hadron Collider. But let me give you just a little bit of what has been happening. Where they have done this experimentation, strange things are happening, unexpected by the scientists. Paranormal phenomena, they like to call it. Apparitions.
All this shit is manifest from demons, from fallen angels. It's all manifest from that. Everything comes from it. I can't tell you whether you're here because you asked to be here or you're here because you did something wrong. I'd imagine we decided to come here because we're hopefully supposed to be able to do something right. I can't say that I know. I can only say what I feel. But here you go. Let's see what you guys think of this.
Ghosts, all kinds of demonic spirits are beginning to manifest themselves.
Alright, sorry. I gotta close my garage, so loud noise for about 20 seconds. Turn down your volume.
In waves. Here we have, in Cern, Switzerland, a huge wheel. Inside that wheel is a Hindu god, and his name is Shiva. He does a dance of destruction inside that wheel, and his purpose is he is one of the triad gods, one of the greatest gods of Hinduism. Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. Brahma is the god of creation. Vishnu is the god of preservation, but Shiva is the god of destruction. The way the Hindu sees it is that when Shiva destroys, it's not for the purpose of annihilation. He destroys so that Brahma can come and recreate. So now when the Hindus, since they're scientists to CERN, they put this out there in front, and so what these people are doing with the collider is destroying what comes together, but for the purpose of recreating and find out what brought it into existence to begin with. Are you following me? Now here we have men that are scientists on an average of an IQ of anywhere from 160 to 200 or even above. These are some of the smartest brains in all the world. No question about it whatsoever. I pick up physicists and try to read some of this stuff. I think, didn't I? Forget me. That's for a brain that is wired that way. No question. But we were told when Darwin's theory of evolution came out and became vogue that it would destroy the foundations of Christianity, and this old book that we hold in our hands, this old outdated Bible, would no longer be relevant, and a lot of people bought into it. Because after all, Darwin is scientific. But it's an amazing thing now that 150 years later, we have some of the greatest scientists in the world that are becoming very religious. Because here they've got Shiva, they've got dances to Shiva, and they are definitely being connected with Shiva as they're finding things. Let me give you one example. In one of their collisions, when they collided these particles together, they saw things. They were apparitions. They didn't expect to see. They didn't fit in any model. They didn't fit anywhere. They don't belong, but they could not deny the reality of it. Something was going on inside there that they could not explain. And it was scary for them. For the scientist has his paper and his pencil and his books, and if it doesn't fit in his paper and his pencil and his books, it's out the window.
My bad. Yeah, these people are fucking freaks. Not a problem. Oh yeah. Anybody that's done research has seen this.
Two people
will actually sacrifice him later.
Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Introduce antimatter, strange things happen. They took some of it and they put it in a college. They won't name the college, and for reasons I understand. And the college had the facilities to contain it. Antimatter has to be contained. So they put it in a college to contain it. Strange things started happening at the college. People started hallucinating, having visions. People were going wild. All kinds of crazy stuff was happening. Apparitions. In plain words, there's a connection between this stuff and the spirit world. Now, I want you to think for a minute. Don't get ahead of me. Just think. The Bible said, "He that letteth will let until he be taken out of the way." 2 Thessalonians chapter number 2. God Almighty is going to let them go so far, but he's not going to go any further. The spirit world, folks, is not affected by the physical.
Jesus Christ save us and protect us from all
Demons, all this other stuff, probably couldn't care less whether you've got matter or antimatter. It's spirit being. But to fit into the great deception that's coming, and it's right now. I mean, a deception like this world has never known before. To fit into this great deception, they can sure draw these men in to make them think that because they have reached this certain point in their scientific analysis, that they're bringing in these spirit beings. It'll make true believers out of them, but it'll do more than make true believers out of them. NASA said just a few days ago, they said just a few days ago, that by the year 2020, that we will definitely come in contact with aliens.
The great deception is coming upon us, my brothers and sisters. This is one thing that I cannot stress upon you more than anything, is the great deception is coming. And this deception will be of, which is so crazy, because it's like, who knows when the Father, who knows when Jesus Christ will come back, whatever it will be. But I think no matter what, before he comes back, the great deception will come in front of us, and it will either be a fake scripture of him coming back, or it will more than likely, because they've been implanting this into our brains for almost 80 years. You might even say 80 years, if not longer, of an alien deception. There is actually there is a manuscript that goes back of when it was written down that the way that they could actually take over the whole world was to make a fake alien invasion. This is something that is actually, I think it was 1901, or maybe it was even 1890 something. But for well over 100 years, they knew that this is where they were coming to. You got to understand, this is a generational thing. They knew there was no way. Because every time somebody tries to take something over in their generation or their will or this, or set up for their son to do, it does not work. But they realize if they slowly, incrementally moved us, or moved themselves into power, this, that, and other thing, and slowly did it over generation, over 100 years, if not, even longer than that, that would be so slow that there would not be a war to stop it. You don't understand this?
Beings from another planet. There are no aliens out there, folks. Forget that stuff, okay? There's nothing out there. You get into the third heaven, you get into the abode of God. There's nothing up there. All these UFOs, spacecraft, flying saucers, all this stuff, that's all demonic. It's real, but it's demonic. It's not real like we understand reality, but it's really real. It's demonic. I see a great deception beginning to develop. That in their analysis and in their laboratories that they believe in, that they've got their heart and soul tied up in, little things begin to show up, stuff that they can't explain, that sucks them in to begin to understand, well, maybe this is being affected, it's being acted upon by something that we don't understand completely. And this spirit being that comes from out there, that comes down to this world, they accept with open arms because they're willing to put Shiva out there dancing around in the cosmos and destroying and then bringing a new creation in. Here are these wise, smart, brilliant men, and they're willing to believe that there's something more than what can be measured in a microscope and can be put in a petri dish, that there's something going on, and you better believe there is. There's something going on.
Thank you guys for being here.
Let's go back to Hawking for a minute. He said, remember, he's an atheist. He doesn't believe in spirits. He's a dialectical materialist. He's a Bolshevik.
Bullshit.
He believes that what they're liable to do here in CERN, Switzerland, is unleash the gates of hell. With their hands tied, it will be thrown.
Oh my goodness, is it gonna be good? I don't even know what's coming up. We get to see it together. Oh shit. Oh, there's the demon. Oh shit.
The end of the Republic has never looked better.
Fuck you. Oh. Fuck you. Bye, Babylon. We've been given her a preview.
What is the New World Order? Well, when we talk about the New World Order, what we're talking about is a one world government, a one world religion, and a one world financial system. Now, the reason why people refer to this as the New World Order is because if we think about it, the current world order, meaning the way things are in the world right now, is that we have separate nations, don't we? We have about 200 separate nations that are sovereign. They have power over their own affairs. They're not all united under one government.
Which
and when we
is
think about
good.
the current religious state, we have a multitude of religions in this world.
Last time everybody came under one language, one religion. What was that? To build the Tower of Babel, which obviously they're already somewhat trying to do, because I think it's a little bit different than we think. Whatever. But yeah, it's all. What did he do? He destroyed the Tower of Babel. He destroyed everything that they built and scattered them all across the continents and took away their languages, so they only knew their own language for who you put where. That was for a reason. Why would we want to have Father come back and be angry at us again? These people are stupid.
Have Christianity and all of its various facets and denominations, but we also have religions like Islam.
Okay, so this is what is so insane. It's like, all right, I'm gonna cut off about 90% of this because I really want to just fucking lose it. Okay, I'm just gonna go very top layer, chill, real quick. All right, so what was insane is most people actually felt like somehow there is this freaking feeling bad about being that your ancestors might have been racist or had slaves. Oh my fucking god, I don't know what the hell ever, but this motherfucker that came out of nowhere that was nobody all of a sudden became our president, and it was the worst 8 years that we've had in probably ever. Who knows? And it is insane, and nobody could say anything the whole freaking time, or you were a racist. I mean, it was the most insane. Just it was nuts, and and what we're going through now, and just it was the worst time, and it's I'm serious. Like, it's coming out. It's gonna be the red moon on the 27th, as it turns in my birthday, the 28th. And yes, it's gonna be bad and the world's gonna blow up. Yes. No, I'm just joking. No, it's hella funny. I this weird thing. I'm like, man, my 33 year of life, I've learned more in this year from 33 to I'm turning 34 than I feel that I've learned in 5-10 years of actually anything in true knowledge. So yeah, no, kind of funny. And it's just like, oh man, everything that's going on, it's like, man, blood moon, biggest blood moon, this, that, longest blood moon, whatever the heck it's supposed to be. It's like, man, good time for a false flag. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm giving a true prophecy. I'm just saying that would be some fucked up shit, and that would not surprise me. It would fall upon my shit. All right, whatever. All right, what is this? The dome of the, not the dome of the rock, but this is where this is their damn asteroid bullshit or whatever they call it is that's stuck in there. They'll run around. I'm pretty sure. All right, whatever. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Oh, wrong phone.
Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and these religions are definitely not united. They're separate religions. That's the current order of things. Not only that, but we have different financial systems. Here we use the dollar. If we went to Mexico, we're using pesos. If we go to Canada, we're going to be on a different Canadian dollar. All over the world, there are all these different currencies. So when we talk about the New World Order, we're talking about a world in which there's one government, where there's one religion and one financial system.
Fuck you, Satan.
He's referring to a world where the United States is the one superpower. You see, there used to be two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. But when the Soviet Union fell, you're left with one superpower in the world, the United States.
Okay. I'm just going to say this. Russia is not as big as people think that it is, but it is still very big. But flat out, Russia is our greatest friend. And I guarantee that private meeting that Donald Trump had with Putin, Vladimir Putin, I guarantee he dropped him so many hard documents on everything that Hillary did and everything that they went through. Because, come on, what was he, KGB? I mean, see, people don't see the, the slight hints. And when they do, they take it the wrong way. Like when Vladimir Putin said that, he was KGB or whatever the hell. I was like, I know how it is to make fake dossiers or whatever the heck he said. I know I'm fucking butchering it, obviously. But I'm pretty sure you guys remember what the hell, about that. Do you not think that he does not have all the documents of everything that freaking Hillary did? And all the freaking pedophilia and all the child sex slavery and all this bullshit? Do you think he did not hand him all that? And other people are talking about that, that soccer ball that he gave him has a chip in it. And yeah, that is the type of soccer ball that does have a chip in it. That does certain different things. I think it was a funny joke. Straight up. I think that was not a troll. I think that was like a haha. I fucking gave you something and I chipped you. Because seriously, it's a chip thing you can look it up. It does whatever the hell. But there are these soccer balls that have these chips in them. And I think it was kind of literally a joke because, come on, he ain't stupid. But no, this motherfucker literally, pardon my French, he's an awesome man, Vladimir Putin. I know I must be a Russian bot. Fuck. But he literally, in my eyes, probably gave him so much freaking ammunition that it is insane. Not to say that he didn't already have it, but probably now has got some more. Because, I mean, come on, this broad sold freaking 20% of our freaking uranium mines or whatever the heck, rights, this, that, whatever to the mines. 20%. See, people think it was 20% of the uranium that we had. No, it was 20% of our uranium mines and our stocks and what they got out of those mines. Or what they get out of those mines now. People don't understand. It wasn't... Alright. I'm going back to this. I'm like, what the fuck ever, man. Alright, now I'm gonna get pissed off.
Different currencies. So when we talk about the New World Order, we're talking about a world in which there's one government, where there's one religion, and one financial system.
It sounds like demon Satan.
He's
bullshit.
referring to a world where the United States is the one superpower. You see, there used to be two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. But when the Soviet Union fell, you're left with one superpower in the world, the United States. And when the global elites, George W. Bush or Bill Clinton or any of these people use the term New World Order, that's what they're referring to. That's what they mean by it.
We are the one superpower in the world today. Everybody acknowledges that. Everybody. That's not controversial.
When we emerge from this war, we will be the only superpower on earth. No nation since the Roman Empire will have been so dominant in the world as we will be on the day that this conflict ends.
Who the fuck are we
If you
then?
look at the wars that we're in, 134 wars that we're involved in, that this country has made a decision to attempt to imperialize and deconstruct other countries, destabilize other countries, we can see that we're a country of war now. Why? It's called resources. It's called money. It's called greed. It's called all the things that they want to have that are not ours to have. And it appears to me that if there were anything that I could look at that would show that there is a new world order, is the entanglements that the United States military is involved in from a globalist view that is killing people, destroying countries with no conscience whatsoever.
None whatsoever, is for sure.
I'm going to show you today how the Bible actually prophesies that one day there will be a one world government, a one world religion, and a one world financial system.
There is no doubt that Scripture warns of a new world order. There is no doubt about that.
Now, the Bible tells us to prove all things. So in order for me to get up here and make this kind of a claim that the Bible predicts that there's going to be this new world order, then I should be able to show you these things in the Bible. And the place where all three of these elements are found is right here in Revelation 13. So look down at your Bible, and first of all, in verse 7, I'm going to show you one world government in the Bible. In Revelation 13:7, speaking of the Antichrist, it says, "And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them."
And power was given him over all kindreds. Now, kindreds is talking about the different families of the earth. You've heard of someone being, your next of kin. And then he says, and tongues, which the word tongue is just talking about languages, and nations. So there we see a one world power, a one world government, where one man, one system is given power over all kindreds and tongues and nations. That is the Bible outlining for us the coming one world government.
Look down at verse number 8 and you'll see the one world religion. It says in verse 8, "And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him." So we see all people in the earth. We see people who are living in India that today are Hindus, people who are living in the Middle East that today would be Islamic, people living in Western countries who call themselves Christians or Catholic or whatever they call themselves. We see people from all over the world, all nations, all languages, worshiping this man and proclaiming him to be basically God in the flesh. So we're already seeing it today, even before this happens, where religions are starting to merge in a sense and talk about putting aside their differences. If you jump down to verse 16, you'll see the one world financial system. Look at Revelation 13:16. "He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. 666 is that number, the proverbial six.
All right. Here we go. Ready, steady, go. All right. I feel in a way we've already been chipped. Maybe not fully chipped, obviously. You know that. You know, everybody has credit cards. This bank accounts. I don't. Whatever. But you know, everybody has that, so you're tracked, and even the money in your wallet. I mean, that's, you know, it's got the pyramid on there, all seeing eye. Da 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 da. It is of 666. It is of Satan. It is of the god of this world, Satan. And I have just came to my head. Why is it that we put it in our wallet and we tuck it away and hide it away? Of course, we want to keep it, you know, safe. But we stick it in our back pocket and we sit on it, almost like we're hiding it from the true Father. Like we're trying to hide our sin. That make any sense? You know, oh, all of a sudden that came to me. It's like, is that why we sit on it and try to hide it? Try to hide our sin? Oh, something to think about. Blah.
666. And he says that no one on the planet, of any nation, any tongue, any people, he says no man will be allowed to buy or sell without this mark. Well, that proves that the whole financial system is going to be united to be able to enforce that one rule for everybody. Nobody can buy or sell.
You can't buy without his permission, so there's a financial control of the world. One world currency, probably electronic. We already have paper dollars, which are worthless, except for the cost of the paper. Well, if it's electronic, now you can save the cost of the paper. You don't even have that. So there's going to be a political, a financial, and a religious control, a one world control of everybody.
That is different than what we have today. That is a new world order. That is a one world financial system. So all three of these elements are right here in Scripture. Yet there are people out there who, when you talk about the new world order or things of this nature, they say, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist," or you're some kind of a nut. You're paranoid. But wait a minute. Can you really be a Bible-believing Christian and just ignore Revelation 13 when it predicts that these exact things
and they're happening in front of our faces?
Right, and we are seeing it all come together rapidly now toward the fulfillment of this prophecy 2,000 years ago, headed for a one-world government, a one-world religion, a one-world currency. Satan's going to be the mastermind behind all of that. The name Babylon seems to come from the Tower of Babel, and we use the word Babel like he's a Babel.
Here's my thing is, I take everything from everybody with a grain of salt. And everybody's usually got a little grain of truth, even if they're telling lies. A lot of stuff that I try to show you guys, I don't agree with 100% in any way, but the one thing that I do know, if we are the body of Christ, and that's what we are, am I not right? If we are the body of Christ, is it not up to us? If we are the body of Christ, is it not up to us to actually stop this and do this? Because we're the body of Christ. And I'm not to say that we are Christ, but are we? I mean, maybe we are. But we are the body of Christ, right? Is it not up to us to stop this evil? I think that we have enough strength and enough power if we do enough good job. If we do it ourselves, and I think that we can, because we are the body of Christ. Why can we not stop this evil ourselves? Why do we have to let everything, the other ones, the bad ones, the demons, they're the ones that want to bring the end of times. And maybe that's supposed to happen, maybe this, that, but we haven't been awoken to not fight. We must fight. We must fight. We must fight. We must fight. We're awoken to try to wake as many as we can and do everything that we can. We're not supposed to just sit and watch it freaking burn. We are the body of Christ. We must rise up and fight the demons that are in front of us. If we do not, how will you look at him? Will you be able to look him in his eyes at your last day? I don't know. I hope I'll be able to. That worries me every day.
Idiot, he's talking incoherently because that's where God confused the languages.
The Tower of Babel was the first attempt by evil men to usurp the authority of God and to become a godlike state unto themselves.
Tower of Babel is probably the first post-flood attempt at a one-world government. God said, spread out. Nimrod said, oh no, we're staying here. And God stepped in and broke it up by confusing the languages.
See, it's God's will that there be separate nations on this earth. It is not his will that there be a one world government, that all nations unite.
So when you understand that the Tower of Babel was the entire world united under a one world government and a one world religion, you really begin to see the spirit of Babylon as it goes through different empires in world history.
Now let's fast forward to the city of Babylon.
In Daniel chapter 2, the king had a dream, and he forgot the dream. And he called his wise guys in and said, whoa, tell me what this means. And they said, oh, tell us what you dreamed. And he said, I forgot the dream. Tell me what I dreamed and what it means. And they said, oh, king, that ain't fair. Nobody does that. And he said, I'm going to kill all of you. And so Daniel comes in to the rescue. God gives him the vision. So Daniel told the king what he dreamed and what it means, which is just real clear evidence. This is straight from God. He said, King, God has revealed it to me. This is what you dreamed, and here's what it means. You saw a giant image. The head was gold, the chest and arms of silver, the belly and thighs of brass, the legs of iron, the feet iron and clay mixed together. Then you saw a stone cut out without hands that smote the image on the feet, crumbled the whole thing to powder, and the wind blew it away. And that stone grew to become a giant mountain. And the king said, that's right, that's exactly what I dreamed. What does this mean? And Daniel said, King, God has just shown you the future of the world.
Where is Babylon today in the 21st century?
Where's the base, the headquarters of the empire?
America.
There is no objective way to look at it and not come to the conclusion that it's Washington, D.C.
This is the seat of global power. This is the seat of military might. And the United States of America today is the new Babylon. It's the new Roman Empire. It is the seat of globalist power. It is a world superpower.
We did our own fucking people. Our own people.
Come on, shoot. Come on. Claire. Claire.
يقولوا انتوا ارهابيين، احنا مو ارهابيين، هم الارهابيين اللي طبوا على بلدنا وهجموها. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل عليهم. صار لي شهرين ادور على ولدي ورجلي ماكو، انا بيها سرطان، انا مريضه بيها سرطان لوحدي بالبيت. هاي الإنسانية مالتهم اللي يحجون عليها، هاي جايين يحررون الشعب العراقي، جايين يظلمون الشعب العراقي.
We are trying to create a world government. How is that different from what the Assyrians tried to do? How is that different from what the Babylonians attempted to do? The Chaldeans? How is that different from what Greece, what Rome? I mean, how is it different from any great empire? It was the same ideology.
Military advisors say it's an effort to take out the Taliban.
What I do is I authorize my military. That's why they've been so successful lately.
It comes just weeks after the U.S. dropped the so-called mother of all bombs in Afghanistan, the largest non-nuclear bomb ever deployed, where dozens of ISIS militants were killed.
It's estimated, conservatively speaking, that the United States over the last 2 or 3 decades has killed over 1 million innocent men, women, and children, mostly in the Middle East.
This is the exact same mentality that the United States has today, where we say that our way of life and our form of government is superior to everyone else, so therefore we're going to come in and we're going to overthrow these governments and install a government that does things
Yeah,
our
it was
way.
a lot better when these
See, a
guys
lot of this
actually
is
were
just
there.
propaganda, where we're getting this message at home here in the United States that's telling us, oh man, these people are so bad. We've got to go in and defeat these people and show them a better way of life. But this is what the Greeks said. This is what Alexander the Great said. This is what the Romans said. This is the mentality of world empire.
Father, we thank you in the name of Jesus that you raise up a man for such a time as this. God, we ask you right now that your choice is this choice. We believe, Lord God, that you ordain things. You
Why
said
don't you
all
say
authority
Jesus?
is of you. Now,
Say
God, I ask
Jesus.
that you would touch this man, Donald J. Trump. Give him the anointing to lead this nation.
Breaking tonight, 2 weeks into a Donald Trump presidency, and we are already seeing signs of a new world order.
This is a new world order
God.
that Trump is
Give
putting
me
in
a
place
break.
because he's an advocate.
Honestly, I know he's breaking up the New World Order.
With Trump, I think you see the possibility, really for the first time ever, of a new world order
See, they try
that
to push
involves
it.
an even closer than before merger between the corporation and the state.
The presidents in America are not elected, they are chosen beforehand. That's a bold statement. That's a bold
Better
statement.
than
And they know
Hillary.
already in America who's going to win this one. They know whether it's Bush or Gore. Both men, by the way, are world government people, but my guess is Bush will get it because he belongs to the skull and bone society. At the moment, Gore's ahead in the polls, but I still think Bush will get it. Either way, the New World Order society wins.
Do you welcome the end of President Obama's term of office?
It means nothing for us, because if you change administration but you change politics, it means nothing. So it's about the politics. And in Syria, we never bet on any president coming or any president going. We never bet, because what they say in their campaign is different from what they practice after they became elected.
So there will be a new president. There are two main choices. One of them is Donald Trump. What do you know of Mr. Trump?
Just what I heard in the media and during the campaign. That's what I say. We don't have to waste our time hearing what they say in their campaign. They're going to change after they become elected. And this is where we have to start evaluating the president after the campaign, not during the campaign.
The regime of Bashar al-Assad must come to an end.
It's time for Assad to get out of the way.
So the message to President Assad is it is time for transition. It is time for you to go.
Assad has to go.
And I will tell you that my attitude toward Syria and Assad has changed very much.
In the span of a week, Trump has also changed his mind on the NATO alliance, now viewing it as a tool to counter Russian aggression in Europe.
I said it was obsolete. It's no longer obsolete.
So will you and President Trump organize an international coalition to remove Assad?
Those steps are underway.
There is no doubt the Syrian regime is responsible for the decision to attack and for the attack
Yeah,
itself.
that's something.
The United States knows that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction.
They know that those warplanes dropped bombs in this area of Idlib province at the time of the attack.
I am tempted to quote the great Leonard Cohen, I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons.
Tonight I ordered a targeted military strike on the airfield in Syria from where the chemical attack was launched.
The goal for the United States is twofold. As I've stated, it's one, to make sure that we destabilize Syria.
The West, mainly the United States, they fabricated the whole story in order to have a pretext for the attack. This play that they staged doesn't hold together. The story is not convincing by any means. We don't know whether those dead children were they killed in Khan Sheikhoun. Were they dead at all? Who committed the attack if there was attack? What the
There's a lot of
you
fakery
have
nowadays.
no information at all. Nothing at all. Not investigated.
So you think it's fabrication?
Definitely. 100% for us it's fabrication.
We need America as the world's policeman. We need determined American global leadership.
I'm going to bomb the out of them. It's true. I don't care. I don't care. They've got to be stopped.
Airstrikes. Bomb them.
bomb them, keep bombing them, bomb them again and again.
And that's right.
I don't
blow
like
up
that.
the pipes. I'd blow up the refinery. I'd
But
blow
this
up
is-
every
they're taking
single
this out
inch.
of
There would be
context,
nothing
so.
left. And you know what? You'll get Exxon to come in there and you ever see these guys, how good they are, the great oil companies? They'll rebuild that sucker brand new. It'll be beautiful. And I'd ring it, and I'd take the oil. You have to take out their families. When you get these terrorists, you have to take out their families. They care about their lives. Don't kid yourself. But they say they don't care about their lives. You have to take out their families.
Hey,
We ask you, God, to bless him, keep him safe.
I gotta say
give him the
that.
wisdom and the strength to lead this great nation. In Jesus' name, amen.
Ouch. Oh, will be to be seen now, will it not? Fucking A, man.
The great conspirator is Satan. He is the one that is manipulating governments.
There was a spirit at work in Babylon, a spirit at work with Persia and the Greeks and with the Romans. That same spirit and demonic influence was present in all of these empires. They were actually run by Satan. That's why Satan is called the god of this world.
Satan is of this world. He is the God, small g, not a capital. He is the God of this world. It is he and his horrible, dark angels that we contend with.
We talked about the demon that ran Persia. There's a demon running the United States.
Yeah, right.
The Prince of the United States. The Prince of Washington, D.C. The Prince of the United States of America. They have a big obelisk unto him.
Alright. Goodness. We're gonna call it good times.